Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Hello. As part of a regular switch up of Jordan doesn't play the games he was meant to be playing at the moment. I maintain the break that we had put me off playing Skyrim for a little while. It's really annoying, but it's just the way it is. It's
Hmm.
something, but it's the way it is. So basically, I watched them. Not sure I watched them. And because you're supposed to be going for the game as well,
No,
I decided to. I think quite straight.
yes,
Let me fix that for you. We're still recording, but I don't care. Let's do that one. And that one. Let's see how that goes. That's better, isn't it?
yeah.
I mean, there's no hesitation
I
about it.
can't.
It is better.
I can't. There you go.
So this is
Oh,
because
look.
we're supposedly going to be playing it together. If you can be asked to buy it, I figured I wouldn't. I figured I'd do something that we aren't both going to have access to right off the bat. There is a. That's a thing. Oh, there we go. I want to hit that first. The reason I want to hit that first is because you get an achievement for cleaning that first.
Hmm.
So I might as well do that first, and then I never necessarily have to do this level again. Because this level might be a bastard. But for those of
Name
you
of the
that
tank.
aren't aware, it's just a plaque.
Ultramarine 2.
No, it's
Is
a
this a?
land raider. This is a Warhammer thing. Ultramarines are a Warhammer thing.
Uh,
There we go. No, the rest of it I can clean in my own order. How and we
hmm.
how I ever wish to clean it. Yeah, it's not part of the base game. This and it's not part of one of the bundle package things that you can have access to as well if you buy the bundle that's currently on there for 20 quid.
Hmm.
So I figured I'll do this because then we won't have any replicating content unless you decide to buy a load of DLC and we do all that as well.
Not £7 a pop. I won't.
I bought all the DLC, but
Well,
I wanted all the DLC.
I mean, the Call of the Wild stuff was cheaper. We could always do that again.
I don't really enjoy that.
Okay.
I don't enjoy it because there's no the thing I like about this is that I don't have to think about it. I can just
Uh,
eventually I will have completed the level, no matter how piss poor a job I'm doing. Eventually, I will
hmm.
get it done. Right?
Yeah.
I may never kill an animal on
No.
thingy. Yeah,
Call of the Wild. Yeah.
I could spend all day trying and not manage it, and that isn't my idea of fun.
Well, I think there's a sense of achievement, a good sense of build. But I see your point. I see your point.
No, the build up only happens if there's a release of that build up.
Well, there usually is for me because I'm alright at that game, I think.
Yeah, well, I just don't have the patience for it, and that's fine. I mean, one would argue that having a, and not having patience for that when I've got patience for effectively completing a game by attrition, as it were, which is what this is in a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
But it's different because I can entertain myself differently. I don't need to hear the sound of the game. Whereas in Call of Wild,
Uh,
it really helps, doesn't it?
oh, it's vital.
So
Well, not vital, but
you could get by without it, but you're limiting yourself if you do.
uh,
But no, that bundle at the moment includes the Final Fantasy stuff and the Tomb Raider stuff. So I didn't decide to carry on with Tomb Raider stuff, which is what I've been doing personally myself at the moment.
mm,
I completed all the Shrek bits, which is why I ended up buying a load of DLC because of the Shrek stuff. Because it
yeah,
was new and there was achievements attached to it, and I thought, well, I can have all these rare achievements if I buy it now. And then I did
yeah.
it, and I missed one. So now I need to do a level again. So anywho, yeah, that's my life. Yep, that's me. Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. got any topics?
Yeah, go on then. Helen Mirren popped up in the
What?
news
Oh,
recently.
okay. I was about to ask what if, like, at your place of work or something.
No. Um, she made a comment that full disclosure, I don't know the context behind this, so it made more sense in context. But she said it's a shame Kurt Cobain died when he did because he would have loved GPS.
Okay.
He said it's very fun watching her little person move around, or the little blue dot move around on her phone as she moves. And she said it's an awful shame he died when he did because he didn't get to experience that. And the world collectively went, huh?
Is she trying to become president of the United States by any chance? Saying some bullshit things,
No.
yeah. I don't know she's not eligible, but that's sort of what they're...
Oh yeah, that's coming, isn't it?
We'll,
Jesus.
we'll come on to that, because that's one of my topics later.
Oh right. Ugh, Christ. Well, all right.
It needs to be talked about, Ben, because this video will be going up on the day that the polls
Oh fuck
close.
me.
So we kind of need to mention it a little bit.
Well, would you like to do it now?
Well, not unless you're finished with Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, yeah, in that case, this video, if you're watching it on the day it goes up, which is statistically unlikely because odds are you're not even watching this video,
Yeah.
will be going up the day that the US election polls close. Which is a scary thought that we're that close again to finding out that Trump's won an election.
I keep seeing polls that say they're neck and neck, which I interpret as meaning Trump's ahead because I don't know how these polls are carried.
Okay, so Ben's cut out for me, so I don't know if this isn't going to be on the recording. So let's wait till he gets back, and then we'll find out what he thinks about the polls. That is to say, polling data and not people from Poland. Ben, are you there?
I went again.
You did, didn't you? You
Yeah,
said you.
yeah.
I heard
how
as
much
far
did
as
you hear?
I was going to tell you if you shut up a second. Fucking hell, lad. Heard as far as I don't know how these polls are. And that's it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know how these polls are done, but generally speaking, people are less inclined to admit that they vote for Trump.
Yes, I made this point at work earlier.
So they're not entirely accurate.
I would cautiously guess that he's actually polling 1 or 2% lower than he should be, and is thus going to win the election.
Mm.
Which is a terrible, terrible thing. Although, you know, it's interesting that Biden has, of course, helped the cause again.
How so?
By saying that the only garbage he sees are his supporters.
Oh.
That's the wording he used. What he meant was one particular comedian who had called Puerto Rico an island of garbage.
Mm.
But of course, it's been seized upon. I believe yesterday or today. This being the day that we're recording. Trump went on his campaign trail in a garbage truck, wearing vest and everything.
Oh, is that why he did that?
I'm assuming that's why he did that. If not, it's very fortuitous timing on his part. If it would already planned to be done. So, you know, it's a bit... It hasn't helped. Because the implication... anyone who with a fucking brain cell knows that's not what was meant. But the trouble is, this is America we're talking about. And I'm sorry, American viewers, all two of you, but brain cells are important, and you fuckers don't seem to have them. The fact that we're in this situation in the first place, where we're seriously considering the possibility that Trump, who was a shit president in the first place, and has been a shit representation of your nation ever since, and will continue to be shit...
And was complicit in January 6th, which was basically an attempted coup.
And whose actions are similar to our own Prime Minister's actions at the time, whose actions were responsible, or at the very least contributed to, literal deaths because of COVID.
And is backed by white supremacists.
And doesn't seem to care that he's backed by white supremacists.
It's just... The Democrats have really fucked this.
They have. And you know what? I feel bad for Harris. I do, because she does seem to be trying.
I just think. I mean, I said a while ago that Trump is a very easy candidate to beat, right? Because he's got so much baggage. You just need to farm someone or put someone up who's palatable, you know.
Yeah.
But Biden and Harris are like two of the least palatable Democrats for various reasons.
Just
I just
America is too racist and misogynist for Harris right now. Okay, the fact that Trump is a serious candidate should have been enough evidence of this, and no hate to her because I'm not a racist or a misogynist, right? But come on. Also, we forgot to mention that his running mate may have fucked a couch, and it can't be proven that he didn't.
I know that I think he's gonna win.
I think he's going to win. Do you know what the kicker is for me as to why I think he's going to win?
What?
I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to bet on it, but I had a quick look to see what Bet365 was saying yesterday, and the odds on if you bet a fiver on Trump winning, you get £7.50 back. If you bet a fiver on Harris winning, you get £17.50 back.
That's
quite a difference between the two. If it was tighter, I'd say they're not too sure, but they think he's going to win it. They really do.
How have the Democrats? It's their support of Israel that has hit them hard in a lot of places because a lot of people are voting third party, and people get criticised for voting third party, especially because this is such an important election. I wouldn't do it for this election, but at the end of the day, you are not entitled to somebody's vote. You have to win it.
Yeah. I can't wait for him to win the popular vote, but still lose the election. I can't wait for that because then I think the most interesting thing for me in terms of all the footage that I've seen lately was when he got annoyed because people had called him a fascist or something, and then the news network that were talking about it were like, roll the footage where they were calling him a fascist, please, and it was then footage of where he had referred to Harris and other Democrats as fascists. It's like no, the footage where the Democrat campaign referred to Donald Trump as a fascist, and there was like 3 or 4 different clips before I got bored of watching, right? And it was all things where he'd call them Marxists and fascists and communists and all that kind of bullshit. And it's like, well, it really is. I don't like using the terminology because of how it's used generally, but it is snowflake behaviour.
Yeah,
it's a very thing that they don't like us snowflake libtards, whatever the hell, doing. But it's what they're fucking doing. They are the biggest fucking hypocrites. And if you vote for them, you, David in Connecticut, watching this right now, David, if you vote for Trump, specifically you, David, get off your fucking Lyme disease fucking website that you're reading about, because I hear they've got Lyme disease in Connecticut.
Really?
Apparently. It's an old joke from Madagascar. I don't know. I don't know. Point is, David in Connecticut, don't fucking vote for Trump, okay? You're better than that. And if you do vote for Trump, don't come back here again. You're not welcome here if you voted for him. That won't change anything. They'll deliberately vote for him so they don't have to come back. Which is funny because they don't have to come back anyway. No one's making them. Apart from Pedro in New Mexico, who I hear is making people watch these videos at gunpoint. Pedro, keep up the good work.
Yes. So depressing.
Shouts out to Pedro, our hostage taker, influencer, PR person. We couldn't afford a PR person if they worked pro bono. No, that's not on, is it? Gratis, that's it. I don't know, for free. I didn't do Latin.
Yes, well.
Do you honestly think we could afford a PR person if they were working for free?
I lost interest in this train of thought a while ago, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, because of politics?
You started talking about Puerto Rico. Who was it? Pedro? I don't fucking know.
Pedro in New Mexico.
Well,
Who makes people watch
I-
his videos by gunpoint?
yeah,
Oh God, what if there is someone who makes people watch his videos?
just awful. The whole bloody thing.
Oh, there's fireworks going off. Who'd have thought that would happen on a Halloween night? Because it's Halloween, everybody. That's the scary thing, isn't it? That's the scariest thing that's going to happen.
Mm.
Is Trump winning the election, because we all know it's going to happen. None of us want it. It's going to happen anyway. And if you're in America, you may have been complicit.
It's just so. It's just. I'm
Well,
just so tired.
shall we hear some happier news? Would you like some
Yeah.
happier news? For if you're a working person, the budget wasn't too bad, was it? Really?
Well,
In the grand scheme of
I
things, maybe, I don't know.
no, I don't know. I try not to follow politics these days because it's just too depressing.
Oh, you got to follow the budget, right?
Mm.
You don't have to understand it. No one else fucking does. But I mean, what are capital gains? Apparently, the taxes are never
Minimum
going up.
wage. Minimum wage is going up.
Yes. Does that impact you? Are you on minimum wage?
Not quite.
Okay. Well, in theory, if you're not quite on minimum wage, the increase is probably going to push you. It's going to mean that you're below minimum wage, which means that your wage is going to go up. Hooray! Well done, Ben.
Yeah.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I'm just exhausted by the state of the universe.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot you can do about it. So, bucket
No.
up, sunshine. We got to live in it. We ain't got a choice. The least we can do is make
Yeah.
shitty jokes about it and hope for the best, right? It's
Yeah.
what gets me through each day at the moment, especially this week.
Mm.
Yeah. So, did I tell you
Yeah.
we're doing a Secret Santa thing at work?
Are we?
No, we, not you. We. My work.
Go on then.
Yeah, well, we're doing a Secret Santa thing at work, right? And
Yeah.
the thing that you put wish lists in, don't know if I mentioned this before. I've been very subtly suggesting that everyone should have a look at the wish list thing by saying, "Oh, look, this wish list thing is so awesome. Everyone should have a look at it." And finally, someone's taken the advice and actually listed some fucking shit on the wish list. And of all the people, it's the person I need to buy something for.
That's handy.
It is exactly why I did it, but I needed to be more vague than just saying, "Oi, you do it," because I need to know. Because then that defeats the whole point, doesn't it? But they've started doing it now, so now I know what sort of shit he or she would like for Christmas
Yay.
for less than £20.
Yay. Get them this game.
They wouldn't want this game. It's not their sort of thing, from what I gather. So yeah. Also, that person who is temporarily missing at work that we talked about last week, still not back, but maybe on Monday.
Oh yeah. Well, have you heard anything?
Well, I mean, I asked someone else who was the person I found out from. Well, not the person I found out from because they were on holiday, but for like a second person that I know knows, and they said maybe Monday. So the day before this video goes out, and I'm not going to be around, so I don't know. But they've been moved apparently, desk-wise, to right behind me. Bless them.
Oh God, they saw the video.
What video? Oh no, hang on, maybe I don't know. Doubt it. Don't have them on Facebook, so there's literally no way they could directly link me to this unless they just happen to stumble across it. What would be the chances of that, eh?
Yeah.
Probably quite high, actually. You might be interested in. Fucking hell, how have I only done 38% of this?
Well, there's an awful lot to clean.
Yeah, but I've done loads of it. I don't know. Yeah, 20 quid, Ben. You gonna buy it, then?
I should.
Yeah, but you might as well.
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
The only difficulty we've got is when we do buy it. When you do buy it, what are you going to do? Are you going to? I assume we're going to do the main missions together.
Is there a lot of the main missions?
That's a hell of a
Is it
lot.
20? Is there 20 quid's worth of the main missions?
I mean, I'd say it was probably 20 quid's worth of content
Mm.
for us, let alone any extra stuff, just from our main missions. And then you take into account. I mean, like the ones that there are, I don't know how long it's going to take us if we're both doing them because obviously I was doing it by myself. But the ones that there are, we realistically we're going to get at least 15 videos out of, I would say. And that's just for story ones. That's without doing any of the like the Tomb Raider ones or the Final Fantasy ones.
That'll be alright.
You know, I would say that's worth 20 quid.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave it with me.
Yeah, it's your money, man. Do we
Leave
want
it
it?
with me.
Just remember, you've got a week, or else we need to do something else. In which case, I'll need you to tell me what, so I can sort it out. Because I can't do stuff on the day because my internet's not good enough, and yours sure as shit ain't. Which means if you're going to do it, you need to do it Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you love it when we do admin?
Yeah.
Basically, the only time we verbally talk, isn't it, when we're doing these videos? Fees finish, and we both say, "Oh, fuck, that's over. Alright, I'll talk to you next week."
Don't have to pretend to enjoy one another's company anymore.
I'm not even pretending. It's genuine. Because I've had a shit week, as we've talked about, right? And you were like, "Oh, shall we not do it?" And I was like, "No, let's do it."
You want to talk about your shit week?
Well, someone shouldn't have got paid that got paid, and the bloke who should have got paid didn't. And it's my fault because I'm a bloke who checked it. And the trouble is, I'm a bloke who checked it because last time we had to cover it, the person who checked it fucked up in the exact same way.
Oh dear.
So it's a bit of a bother, and you know, it was. I mean, my defence, it was a week that I was the wages. It was a week when I was covering everyone's fucking stuff. So there was a lot of pressure on me on those 2 days. That's my defence. You know, there's other arguments I could make, but that's my big one. Is people need to cut me a bit of slack because I was covering every fucking thing. Doesn't help that it was the day after I got told about my pay raise, which I'm pleased that happened before the budget because otherwise it might not have happened. Apparently. But yeah, it's just a shitty situation. And what doesn't help is some of the language that's been used surrounding the mistake. Like, because at the end of the day, it's a fuck up, and I outright said it's a fuck up, and it is my fuck up, and I'm owning it. Like, I'm not saying, oh, someone else fucked it up and all that kind of shit. I'll defend myself, but I'm not going to try and pass the blame onto someone else, right? Simple as that. But there's stuff like, oh, I'm disappointed, and oh, it's a good job I wasn't in that day because I was furious when I found out, and like, just it doesn't help. It doesn't help anyone to say shit like that. It's a mistake. It's happened. We might not be able to fix it properly because of the nature of the circumstances. Just fucking, just get over it and let's move on. Is my stance. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm almost certain there's going to be a meeting about it when I'm back from my week off. But the trouble is, I ain't going to have time that week. And even more importantly, the bloke who's we're covering it for in the first place, which is why I did it, is on holiday that week again. So it's going to need covering again. And if the only reason I did it, it's a fun thing, right? If the only reason I actually did it last time, or this time where it's gone wrong, is because the person who did it last time fucked it up, and I fucked it up this time, who's going to do it next time?
I don't know, but they'll probably make the same mistake.
It's a complicated mistake to make. The fact that it's happened is frustrating. But the trouble is, no one else actually knows how to do it. It's just the three of us total, and one of them, the one who does it for their fucking job. It is literally their job is to do that thing. They don't have another job in the company. They have one job is to do that thing. So they've got time to spend doing every in out fucking bit and bob and all that kind of crap, you know. Some of us have got other shit we need to get done as well. So like, you know, an extra reason why cut me some slack because I actually have a different job to do. I nearly snapped at him as well.
Yeah,
No,
You do have to
I'm
catch
gonna.
yourself, unfortunately, but
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I need to snap to him. Because I was typing something and he was talking to me, and I said, "Give me a minute. I'm typing," and then he carried on fucking
yeah.
talking. What part of "give me a minute"? You know, I'm all for hearing why people think I should have spotted a mistake, right? Oh, fine, you know, learning moment, all that bullshit. But if I'm in the middle of typing something, shut the fuck up and let me do it. Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
I could have. I honestly, I had to. I did almost snap at someone else who wanted to talk to me, but I said, "Look, I'm typing. Give me a sec." And they're like, "Yep, fine." And then they shut up because that's all it takes. Is just shut up if someone tells you they need a minute.
Mm.
Are you glad you asked?
Well, if it helps you.
Oh, it doesn't,
Yeah.
because now I'm agitated. Oh, I can't. I need another drink. I don't want to drink it again. I might have to get a beer because I'm nearly out of fucking. I am now out of amaretto after this drink. Oh, I'm so pleased I'm going shopping tomorrow. I can buy another fucking bottle of something to spice my night up. I work fucking hard, right? And it's annoying because this is going to be the takeaway for the next however long.
Yeah.
Not, you know, all the good stuff. This is going to be a thing that we remember for a little while. Oh, during that time, Jordan fucked up on the payroll again. Even though technically I didn't fuck it up last time. Well, I mean I did, but I wasn't the reason it got put through wrong.
Mm.
People are so easy, so quick to remember fuck ups, and they're so. I mean, okay, fine. I got a pay rise last week, right? Great, fantastic.
Yeah.
But which is a recognition of the fact that I work hard and I do a good job 99.9% of the time. But you guarantee this is the thing that gets talked about.
Mm. I mean, that's true. You know, you fuck one goat, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the old joke, isn't it? I was a carpenter for 20 years and they called me the carpenter of the village.
No, that's not it.
So, I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, I was a carpenter. Did they call me Bob the Carpenter? No. I volunteered for charity. Do they call me Bob the Do-Gooder? No. I like fishing. Do they call me Bob the Fisherman? No. But you fuck one sheep.
Well, surely it'd be a more Welsh name, like, I don't know, Alid.
Hmm.
I mean, we're British, Ben. If we're not making jokes about this sheep shagging being done by the Welsh, are we really that British? I know it's a harmful stereotype, but, you know, one or two people do spoil a bunch.
Hmm. Well.
Shall we talk about something positive?
Yes.
Have you got anything?
No. Let me check.
Oh, actually, I've got some good news. Genuine good news.
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson.
Oh god, do we have to talk about politics at all? I know he's in prison for a bit.
18 months. Hooray! For contempt of court. Hooray! Because he showed that footage, that video that was inflammatory and incorrect and potentially harmful to individuals. Hooray!
Well, not hooray to showing it.
No, but hooray for... Well, I suppose, in a way, hooray for showing it. Because it means he's been locked up again.
Yay.
Hooray! Whoop, whoop. I nearly cheered when I saw that. Can't stand the man. Good riddance to him. Shame I can't lose the key. I suppose that would be a major dereliction of duty, wouldn't it?
It would be. Would there be serious questions asked about our prison service if they lost the key?
Not like when they accidentally let that bloke... They let the truck that had that escaped prisoner who managed to go about 2 miles down the road over the course of 3 days. Apparently they let that truck go despite knowing there was someone disappeared, someone missing. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that happened under the Tories, so it's not going to happen again?
Whoa.
Honestly, though, worst fucking escape attempts.
Yeah.
Worst successful escape attempt. That's the worst bit. Like, if he hadn't got out, fine, fair cop, right? But he was gone for like 3 days, and he got nowhere. How do you fuck it up that badly?
I know, right?
It takes me. I get to work, and it takes more distance than he managed to get. What a fucking. Remarkable. Absolutely fucking remarkable.
Yeah.
You ready for another message from some guidance thing that wants us to do a good job?
Sorry?
Are you ready for another message? In-game message. There we go.
Hey.
Oh, it's a pilot for Land Raider. Yeah, when I was cleaning the Lara Croft Tomb Raider, whatchamacallit, the assault course, she was like, oh, as part of my assault course training, which is probably looks a bit weird because I'm an archaeologist, but as part of it, it gives me an opportunity to, like, I don't know, spy on Powerwash people as they clean my course. It's like, what the fuck, Rich? What are you doing? What are you spying on me for?
Is this Mrs. Tomb Raider?
Lara.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lara Croft.
Alright.
She was like, oh, I'm basically spying on you, Power Washer person, to make sure you're doing a good job. Like, you know, you saw how well I did sorting out your front of your mansion that your butler couldn't clean. Oh, do you know what her butler's name is?
Bodsbury.
No. According to this, I don't know how true it is. You might want to Google it. But apparently, his name's Winston Smith.
In 1984.
That's what I thought. That's the same bloke, isn't it? Same name. I meant to Google it and I forgot.
Winston Jeeves.
Oh, well,
According to the Lara Croft wiki.
They had him as Winston Smith on here.
Which is just too generic.
I'm a little disappointed now.
Butler names. Ask Jeeves still a thing?
Probably. That's the point.
Ask.com.
On the topic of what connection has Lara Croft got to Peep Show?
Was she played by a certain somebody
Yeah.
who was on Peep Show?
Yep. Do you know who?
Was it Big Suze?
No, it wasn't Big Suze.
Okay. Well, I remember she was...
Big Suze is in the episode, though.
Was she voiced by that woman who was in... No, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. You're going to have to tell me.
You know the episode where Jez has the threesome? And he's like, I will have had a threesome. I will have had a threesome.
Is it that woman with the bandaged leg?
No, it's the other woman.
All right, didn't know that.
Yeah, she voiced Lara Croft, apparently. I looked her up at one point, so I was like, I'm sure... Has she been in something else? I recognised her from something else. I couldn't think what it was. It must have been her voice I recognised, because she played Lara Croft. And then she wanted to peg him.
Yeah. I'm sure that did something for you. I don't know.
Well, you know, I'm a man who, of many tastes, Ben.
Indeed.
Been a long time since I've been pegged.
Okay, well, if you... But best behaviour, maybe, I don't know.
As if I'm not on my best behaviour all the time anyway. There's no benefit to misbehaving these days.
So how's your lady friend?
She's alright.
Good.
Not seen each other since the party.
Did something happen at the party?
Pissed me off a bit.
What did she do?
So, okay, so I'm saying this because I know she's never going to watch this video.
This
right?
is turning into therapy for you, and I'm glad I'm helping. Please proceed.
I'm saying this because she's never going to end up watching this video, right? But, first off, it wasn't really a party so much as it was a games night.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that they're necessarily that different, but the vibe is, I would say, fairly significantly different between a games night and a party, right?
Yeah.
You can go into a games night and it can turn into a party, and that's fine. I don't think if you go into a party and it ends up being a games night, I don't think that's quite the same positive, okay, fine, this thing happened sort of thing, right?
I guess.
It just mentally in my head, that's I see them as two very different things. One can turn into the other a lot easier than the other than the other way around. So we had a games night, basically, a Halloweeny themed games night, and part of this games night included a quiz.
Oh God.
Hence games night, yeah. See where I'm going with this? Yeah.
I'm guessing. Can I guess where you're going with this?
Go on.
Did you disagree on the answer to a question?
Nope, not at all.
All right.
No. I'm very much what's written on the card. I put a few jokey answers in for shit I couldn't remember. For example, I could not remember the names of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. I couldn't remember their first names, all of them. I knew one of them.
No, I want to.
I knew one, but she was dressed as one. So
Marina, Hecate, and Florence. I don't know.
Mary, Sarah, and Winifred, apparently.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I wanted to go Sarah for one of them. I knew Winifred, but she was dressed as Winifred, so that helps somewhat. I wanted to go Sarah, but I was thinking, no, she's played by Sarah Jessica Parker. That can't be right. But it turns out it is right. So no. The thing that I won the quiz, right? I won it.
Well done.
There's no denying that I won it, and yet, despite not really saying anything about the fact that I'd won it at the time, they were trying to steal it from me. She was being all, take points off Jordan because he's being a dick about it, and I hadn't fucking said anything. I literally hadn't said anything about the fact I'd won. I hadn't even said, oh look, I've won, or anything like that. It was just like, I just asked for confirmation of other people's scores. Like, that was it. Because we'd gone into it with, this is what the scores are. I wanted to know what their scores were afterwards. And it's like, Jordan's being a dick. Let's take 20 odd points off him. And, it really pissed me off. And I think she knows it pissed me off, and I've not heard anything about it since. The other bloke, he could tell I was pissed off. He was like, "You're right." I'm like, I will be.
Oh, well, yeah, I hate it when I get like that. When I'm pissed off and I just can't shake it, and everybody knows I'm pissed off.
I'd understand if it was something like Mario Kart, because I could be a dick when I win on Mario Kart sometimes, right? It's because I'm good. I'm genuinely good at it, and I'm proud of how good I am at it. And sometimes that comes across as dickish. That's fine, yeah. But if I actually do really genuinely well in something that requires more than just pressing a few fucking buttons better than people, I actually had to know shit to do this. Yeah. Don't fucking steal it from me. Don't not even as a joke. Don't do it. It's not on. It's not fair. Especially if I've said no. So
I won last year's Christmas quiz.
Well,
my team did. At work, and a colleague the question was, which city does Banksy come from?
Is it Bristol?
Yes. Well, I wasn't too sure. I was pretty sure it was Bristol, and I suggested Bristol. But I was overruled in favour of Manchester, I think.
I mean, I didn't know. I just guessed.
I mean, Bristol rang a bell.
Ding.
Bristol rang a bell.
So yeah, I also got 5 out of 5 on today's. Halloween, it seems, is a topic I do well at. Because I got 41 out of. It should have been 43, but it was 41 out of 60 points. The only reason it wasn't, sorry, it should have been 42, and the only reason it wasn't 42 is because I tried for a bonus point, and the deal was if I'd either get a bonus point and just get 2 points, or I wouldn't get anything, right? If I went for it, it was a double or nothing sort of thing, and I got it wrong. So I can live with that. That's fine. So I got 41 out of 60, but I should really have had 42 out of 60, which is a damn good score when you consider second place got 33, I think it was. And the bonus question, I'll see if you can get this.
Okay.
Like the one that I didn't get a bonus point for and lost the points on. What married couple star in The Quiet Place, or A Quiet Place, or whatever it's called?
Oh, it's Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Yes. Now, bonus point.
Yeah.
Who plays Asian Jim? Because I asked, would I get a point if I put the name down for who plays Asian Jim instead of the guy who plays Jim? right? And she's like, you can get a bonus point if you get it right, but that's it.
I assume you were joking. I'm assuming you don't actually know.
No, I know I got his name half right, so I didn't get the point.
I can't remember who he played. There was another big role of his that he had, and I can't.
He was
Can't
in.
quite remember.
He was in what in the Office or something else.
In something else.
Well, I know he was in. He's in some Marvel stuff, which you probably won't have seen. He was in Ant-Man as a agent for some organisation, and he's actually he comes across as this genuinely decent fella. Was he in Kim's Convenience? Is that something he's in?
Maybe, I don't know.
I've seen
Let me
him.
look it up.
I've seen him with the woman that I think of from Kim's Convenience.
His name is Randall Park.
Yeah, I thought it was James Randall, but no, it's Randall.
Okay, so he played King Jong-un in the interview. He pops up in the DC Extended Universe, which is probably why. And Agent Jimmy Woo in Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just recall seeing a post on Reddit quite recently where he had a big role, and they were happy for him.
But yeah, I didn't get the point for that, and that's fair enough because I got his name wrong, right? I can live with that. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
You take it, you gamble it, you don't get it.
Yeah.
But trying to take away the whole fucking win from me, even as a joke, just not on. Not if I've expressed that. I'm not happy with it. But yeah, well, I got 5 out of 5 on the Halloween themed BBC Radio 2 quiz today. Would you like to have a fun at it yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I can't necessarily remember the order of the questions, so you will have to bear with me as I try and remember all the questions. I think I know them all. 1.
Okay.
Some of them have got multiple choice, or one of them's got multiple choice. I will let you answer first because I think you'll know the answer anyway without the multiple choice. So first off, who is the villain in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies franchise?
Well, that would be the parents of Elm Street who burned that poor helpless caretaker alive, and frankly, their children have it coming.
No, if you're going to give the proper answer, I know there's an argument for that, but come on.
I was only joking. It's the people who raped Freddy Krueger's mother. Freddy Krueger.
Who's the main villain?
Freddy Krueger.
Yes, Freddy Krueger. Thank you. Okay, so that's 1. Jesus, I should have just done the multiple choice because then he wouldn't have been a dick about it.
Well, I won't do it again, I promise.
No, I don't believe that. Who wrote Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley.
Yes, well done. Name the song from these lyrics. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. My monster from his slab began to rise.
It's that horniest of hits. The Monster Mash.
Correct. Oh fuck! I've forgotten the other questions now. I got them all. What's the name of a group of witches? What's the name for that?
A coven.
Yes, a coven.
These are easy.
They are fucking easy. Like I say, I got 5 out of 5. One of them got 4 out of 5. One of our presenters. One of them got 1 out of 5. And it was the last one. They were not difficult questions.
Is there another? Is there another question?
There is. I can't for the life of me remember what it is, and it's really annoying because the one I couldn't remember when I mentioned it at work was the Mary Shelley one. So I've forgotten a different one. But no, it'll come to me. It took me about 5 minutes to remember the other one. But it's just. It wasn't difficult, and it amazes me that people struggle with it so much because it's not like that. Maybe I just know Halloween stuff, right? Maybe I'm just despite not being a big fan of horror. Maybe I just know this shit, right?
Do you know how many witches there are in a coven?
I'm going to say 3 or more.
Okay, yes, technically you are right. It's 13.
Okay, because I said or more. Yes, well done.
In 1962, Alan Wicker of Wicker's World learned how to summon a demon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
It's just
did he write a guide down to make it easier for the next generation of demon
I think
summoners?
it was true or false? Bats are the only mammal that can fly.
I want to say false, but I'm not sure.
True.
Yes, it is true, but I want to say false, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to say it's true. I'm going to go against my gut.
How many bones are in an adult skeleton?
Is it 204?
129,
Damn it.
173, or 206?
206.
You are right.
Yes, because it's about 300 odd, isn't it, when we've got 4? Yeah. It's bugging me that I can't remember the fucking question. It's really annoying. I know we're doing this thing. That we're doing this. Oh, we've got a mystery guest who's underneath a cloak and blah blah blah. Here's a description. I hadn't heard any of a fucking description of this person. Only that there was a fucking cloak and that they were about to reveal it at 8:10. And I'm like, yeah, it's the guy who does the quiz. Because who else is it gonna fucking be on Thursday just before the time they do the quiz? Like, what fucking. What the fuck? Like, I love Radio 2. It's fantastic. I love BBC programming. I pay my licence fee gladly. Some people will criticise me for that. But, at the end of the day, sometimes they do appeal to the lowest common denominator. There were people who were texting in saying they hadn't got any questions right on that quiz. And how fiendishly difficult it was for such a... they really are.
Stupid. Stupid animals. Fucking get rid of them all. Abolish them.
I don't want a lot. I just want things to be better.
Well, tough shit. Tough shit. Happy holidays, everybody.
The world is shit. The world is bad and you should feel bad.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, he's going for another piss, isn't he? No, I haven't left this chair at all whilst we've been recording. Oh, there we go. Whilst we've been recording tonight. Not once have I left this damn chair. Where's this searchlight then? There it is. We're at the point now where I can just tell it to show me what's not clean.
Oh, you have to unlock that, do you? I thought that was just...
No, I could do it anyway, but it's like... It's not worth it if everything's not clean, right? If it's all dirty, you might as well just start cleaning it and then come back to it when...
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Just like Bertie. Skid plate. Oh, that sounds rude. That feels like it should be down here.
Well, how's your vent helped?
No, I'm agitated again.
Right.
What's that?
I took my mind off politics, which was a blessed relief.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm doing my part.
Are you?
It's my Starship Troopers impression.
Very good.
That thing was so bloody satirical, but no one fucking noticed. What's it say? This was the engine fuel induction cover. Can you see anything flashing? There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
That wasn't the thing I was meant to clean, but that's fine. There we go. Toe ring. That'll have to be at the back or the front, won't it? There we go. Oh, I cleaned something else I wasn't planning on cleaning. Assault hatch hinges. Assault hatch is around the front. That's this thing I started cleaning.
Salt hatch, not salt hatch.
A salt hatch. I said say assault hatch. Headlights. Clean your headlights. These ones. Track armor hatches. Yeah, track. Oh god, jumped off. How do you feel knowing that we've nearly completed this one It's only taken about 40 minutes to an hour. In fact, how long have we been recording? 50 minutes. Wow.
Lovely stuff.
Nice and quick. We're done by 10:30 at this rate.
Lovely. What will you do with the rest of your evening?
I don't know. Probably play some cleaning game. I might listen. Oh, actually, I've been listening to some philosophy of late.
Philosophy.
Philosophy. So we'll talk about that next. There we go. I finished it. We'll talk about that next video.
What are you doing listening to philosophy?
Philosophizing. It's got me wondering, what is true death? Anywho, yeah. So just before we.
Well, they say you die twice in your life. Once when you die, and then another time the last person somebody says your name. Food for thought, isn't it?
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 main levels.
Okay.
Some of them are smaller than others, but that's, we can group some of them. I would say that it's maybe 20 to 25 videos then.
We should do all right then, shouldn't we? Really?
Yeah, and that's just for career. That's before you take into account the. So because for one you get, you'll also have these 5 extra as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Are we still recording?
Yeah. And I don't know how many Tomb Raider ones there are, but I've already done 2, and it looks like that's 40%. So I'm assuming there's 5 of them as well. Plus the seasonal bits that are automatically given to you. Plus the bonus jobs. So odd jobs like the Mars rover, the mini golf course. So there's plenty of content for your 20 quid.
Variety.
Yeah. So now that I've sold that game to Ben, or this game to Ben, we're gonna call it a night on here. Thank you for joining us, even though you didn't. Blah 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 blah. Say goodbye, Ben.
Goodbye, Ben.
I swear he does that every time. And one of these days I'm going to punch him. Goodbye.